Hi, welcome back. So today we are going to start Docker administration, Kubernetes administration. We'll go one by one with concept, with hands-on, with automation. So this video is going to talk about to learn Docker, to learn Kubernetes, what are all prerequisites you need to be ready within your lab. So Docker administration prerequisites, basically you need to know some basic Linux administration knowledge and YAML knowledge. So if you know Linux administration, if you know YAML knowledge or Ansible, then this Docker and Kubernetes learning is very, very easy with hands-on, with use cases. And you need to have a Google Cloud account, or you have to have any other cloud account, or you need to have 4 GB memory, 2 CPU to learn Docker. But Kubernetes will come back later with detailed lab prerequisites. So now we will see only Docker administration prerequisites. So this is really must. This is really must. Linux administration and YAML and Google Cloud account. The reason I prefer to go with Google Cloud is you can spin n number of machine with some good capacity without any billing. It's a completely free. They are giving us 3 months free tier. You can do all your hands-on with automation completely in Google Cloud without any single billing. If you have any other cloud account, please make sure you can able to create a machines in required capacity. For this Docker, we need only 4 GB memory and 2 CPU machine. That's more than enough. If you have either this or this or this, any one of this, basically we need a machine. It will be completely fine. So we will go with the other one. Apart from the machine and Linux knowledge and YAML knowledge, you need to have hub.docker.com. Hub.docker.com. You need to create a username and password. Whatever you are creating, please open one notepad and type the URL and type username and password and save it. Keep it somewhere safe, because during the learning, we are a human being. We may forget all this login and password. So I would suggest you create all these accounts and please store it in Notepad along with the required URL. And github.com, of course, you all will have. We have seen most of the Azure command line and automation session. So if you have, then no need. If you don't have, you create github.com and store your credentials in one notepad. And also you need to create a username in travis-ca.com, because we are also going to see how to do a DevOps pipeline, the Docker image process. Okay. And most of you know hub.docker.com image repository, right? hub.docker.com. Okay, this is a public repository. Even hub.docker.com also you can create a private repository. But in production, or which wherever you are going in any of the projects, they will use it for some free private repositories. So to get some idea how private Docker repository working, there are a lot of famous private repositories are available. We will go with the canister.io. So you create one account, canister.io, and store it in the same notepad. So you need hub.docker.com login credentials, github.com login credentials, travisci.com login credentials, and canister.io login credentials. Okay, and Canister, there is only one sync issue because it's a free. So whenever there is an image push to getting update, it is taking 24 hours. But as long as you are not getting error while pushing to your private repository, more than enough, because that itself proving that whatever you are doing, all steps are correct. We'll see it in a step by step in hands-on. So now we will go here. What all we are going to study? Of course, we will add on top of this. If anyone asking a specific use case, we are happy to add slowly, but we will stick with this syllabus. Later point, we will slowly add the necessary requirements. So class 1 and class 2. Class 1 prerequisites, of course, we are discussing it now. What is Docker? What is container? Why we need Docker? Why we need container? And how are we going to utilize? And what is the benefits? Everything we will discuss it in Docker container introduction session. And rest of the sessions, everything is going to be hands-on. Very little bit concept. Of course, wherever required, we'll explain the concepts. So Docker installation and Docker networking, and there are a lot of commands, set of commands in Docker. So we will cover it in very detailed in lab 1 and lab 2 and lab 3. And also we need to understand what is Docker dongling images. Okay, and Docker image administration, one of the major portion. How do we manage the image? How do we create the custom image? How do we push the image? How do we ensure the image part? And what is the tagging? How we need to handle the tagging? So everything we will see it in Docker image and Docker volume. So suppose if we want to have a persistence and volume, then we can go with Docker volume and Docker compose and Docker file. How do we create Docker file? And using the Docker file, how do we achieve the complete automation as part of the Docker administration? And Docker, how do we commit? And how do we create a custom image? And how do we create a private repository and public repository? And how do we create Docker file? Using the Docker file, how do we create custom image? Okay, and how do we create a custom image and push it to private repository? And create a custom image and push it to private repository using complete automations, DevOps CI/CD. The travisci.com. There are a lot of tools, but we will help you to understand one of the two. And custom image to direct public repository. This is pretty much straightforward. And Docker container troubleshooting. There are a couple of troubleshooting and log, and there are a couple of actions you need to bear in mind. So we will explain that also. So most of the previous session also, we used to recommend whenever you think about the automation, first do the manual car. Without manual way of configuration, manual way of implementation, manual way of troubleshooting knowledge, directly going to the automation doesn't make sense. You will end up with a lot of confusion. So we'll go one by one. During this session, we are also arranging a lot of tech query sessions or weekends. If you have any queries, please feel free to submit in the comment section and join the query session and clarify all your doubts. Even if you have any specific use cases which you feel you don't know, please feel free to submit with us. We will create a necessary lab, necessary script, and we will give it to you with the complete explanation also. So all you need to do is you need to download the script, you need to open a video and create the necessary lab, test the specific use cases which you are struggling. Thanks for watching. We will come up with a further session. Stay tuned.